Hello, welcome to the Sayamichi Radio. Today we have a few guests to whom are to discuss about the threats towards social media and which we hope can give valuable information towards those who are listening to us today. Please welcome this wonderful guest, Miss Yuni Chan, Mr. Ransel Manaig, Mr. Iran Hakem Molina, Miss Harmi Chohan, and Miss Jillian Villacruz. First of all, we must ask what social media is and why is it so valuable in today's modern society. And as you know, social media are websites or applications that allow us, the users, to participate in social activities such as chatting, posting, and more. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube are one of the most famous of all social media sites and may continue to grow in popularity. Even I use these sites and my friends, it has numerous benefits. But today, we are to talk about the threats and that is why we have this wonderful guest today.
Good day, everyone. As for the threats, we have 8 different topics to discuss of. First of all is cyberbullying in today's modern society. Our actions in the world of social media affects the consequences we have in real life. Sometimes a wrong post can cause haters to pop out such as racism, sexism, and etc. But cyberbullying could be a fatal flaw in a social media. Today, it is famous that people get depressed due to cyberbullying, even in school wherein the reflection of a person is affected in real life. Even famous people who try to cyberbully someone would often have their followers help them cyberbully, such as the advancement of technology wherein even educated people may obtain an account and even use that account without the consequences of their actions, wherein they are harmed by their own actions.
Next is Mr. Ransel Manaig.
Next is social engineering, one of the most popular tactics of cybercriminals, which allow attackers to find personal information that can be used to access accounts and information, even such as building fake accounts to build trust between other people and ask for personal information, which again could be used to access personal data. Social engineering is the most popular due to the fact that it is easy to fool other people, especially youngsters, and new users whom are still new and do not know all of the basic systematics needed to be safe, such as realizing that there are people who might pull them or even hack them through viruses.
Next is Mr. Aaron Molina.
Next is targeted phishing accounts, which is related to social engineering, wherein the attacks are done to do illegal acts, such as stealing money or confidential information, but instead of trying to build up trust, the attacks use fear and anxiety using blackmail through personal information, such as threats like kidnapping and even targeting. Targeted phishing is different from others since it is not done with utmost research and done with a malicious intent in mind and dark methods wherein threats may even come true. Thus, it is vital to make sure that the personal information should be protected, especially those who have a high position in a government, company, or etc.
Next is Miss Harmi Chohan.
Next is fake accounts and celebrity name misuse. Considered as the most popular threats to the social media today because of the easiness of making accounts and registering them even if it is fake. Such as the fake account can be used to gain followers and spread misinformation, even as to go far as to use the followers of others to attack others, such as politicians and government workers, which can use the ability to announce false ideas, posts, which may affect their reputation. It is not uncommon to see fake accounts of high reputative people, but in the end, these people might use the reputation of others to cause distrust, false information, since after all nowadays announcements are done through the use of social media sites.
Next is Miss Jillian Villacruz.
Next is site compromise. It is not uncommon that hackers use frequently visited sites to spread malicious codes and viruses to visitors and users. Hackers have even found ways to insert viruses into advertisements and create third-party applications which lure users and compromises their personal information. There are even false sites which promise awards and give away benefits if you insert information which would be used against you. There are also fake sites that copy famous ones that look almost identical but are very different.
Next is Miss Uni Chan.
Social media, which is used for spreading spam and malware, most often social networking sites like Twitter, Facebook, and even YouTube are used to spread malware and viruses. One of the most evident uses are URLs, which can either lead to a safe or an illegitimate site wherein could cause hacking and dangers to the users, especially if other people click links message to them, which can cause a chain reaction wherein the user will also send other links to other people. Normally, it is a good idea to use ad blocker to stop malware and viruses to happen, especially on sites that always have ads for revenue.
And for our last guest, Miss Abigail Rojas. Lastly, is confidential information leak, considered as the scariest of all the social media threats, wherein the employees themselves start revealing critical information towards the public. This could be a Twitter comment stating that the user is fed up configuring a particular firewall, product at work, or a status message indicating that the user finally found a way around a web proxy product being used and is now able to post to his profile again. An attacker could use this information to identify the security software of the user or the company and use it for their own benefit. This has been normally done by those who feel vengeance towards their own companies, or even those who do not understand the gravity of the action that they have done. Therefore, we should be careful of what we post, especially of that on social media sites. Well, thank you for that information. I'll introduce again the guests.
Overall, this kind of attacks threats to social media today are very different but easily avoidable since information today is increasing vastly. By increasing information today to others, we can give education to other people as well. To normally end all of these different kinds of threats to social media, first, we must identify the population who uses this social media. Normally, new people come again for new information such as social media. Continuing, new youngsters and new users who are normally kids and children who normally use social media today. That is why it is important to make use of education. Education is a widely used process to make sure that every kind of user will be able to use the systematics correctly and will not be threatened against these threats. So to say, continuing this, overall we must make sure that the education for these threats are make sure to be protected, and also continue to make sure that everything that we learn and make sure that the systematic encodes of every type of social media sites are well protected. Also, as adults, we can make sure that our children are well protected against these hackers and attackers. For as we adults are known to use these social media sites and are already knowledgeable about using these sites such as Facebook, YouTube, and Google Mail, we may be able to teach them what is required and make sure that everything we do is good.
Well, thank you for that wonderful information. And that's it for today, folks. See you again tomorrow.